Are there any characters you'd like to go the other way with? Characters you've only played on screen that would be interesting to perform on stage in front of a live audience?
Oh, that's interesting.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Mr. Washington, it is an honor to see you again, sir. How are you?
My pleasure. Good to see you. Happy New Year.
Congratulations. Happy New Year to you. Congratulations on the SAG nomination this morning. This is one of my favorite performances of yours in a while. I'm going to jump into this. One of the first downfalls of Macbeth is that someone tells him he's going to be king and he believes them. So I'm curious, when you were a young actor in this business, how careful did you have to be with other people's advice and guidance? Did you ever experience the career equivalent of the Three Witches, people giving you bad advice or just pointing you in the wrong direction?
Well, I don't remember too much of that. And whenever you got advice, you got to, consider the source. I was just talking about the late, great Sidney Poitier, and I got great advice from him. And he had walked the walk. Everywhere I was going, he had been. So I listened to his advice.
I had the great pleasure of sitting next to him on a flight one time, and it was genuinely one of the greatest. I've never been more silent in my entire life because I did not want to be the man that bothers Sidney Poitier on a plane. So it was one of the great honors of my life. I've got to tell you, when I was in college, a professor once told us that all stories in pop culture originate from three sources: the Bible, mythology, or Shakespeare. Looking back on your films, your career, even if they're not direct adaptations, how many of your roles would you say possess the fingerprints of William Shakespeare?
At the top of my head, I thought of Training Day, but then I was like, which play would that? Would that be Richard III?
That is absolutely Richard III.
He's Richard III, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, then I'm going to push that a step further because Macbeth is obviously a character most people play on stage in front of a live audience. You get the experience of bringing him to life on the big screen. You got to make a similar transition with Troy and Fences. Are there any characters you'd like to go the other way with? Characters you've only played on screen that would be interesting to perform on stage in front of a live audience?
Oh, that's interesting. For some reason, Man on Fire came to mind, but that would be bloody. That would be a mess.
I will give you every cent I own. Like I wish you had more time, and then a giant explosion.
I think, but as a musical, I wish I had more. No, I wish you had more time.
Take all of my money, sir. I would give you all of my money. Good Lord,
Man
sir.
on Fire, the musical.
Right, Apple is behind the scenes right now going, yep, that sounds good. That sounds
good. Creasy bear.
I am dying. I've got to tell you, that was my number one film of the year that film came out.
Is that right? Oh,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. As we wrap up, the death of Macbeth, one of the great deaths in all of literature and pop culture. Also, like 400-year spoiler alert for anyone that didn't know. You have played your fair share of death scenes in your career. What is the art of a death scene, and what do you learn about a character by how they die?
I usually think the character doesn't want to die. So he's trying to live. If you ever go back and look at the end of my character's life in Safe House, the movie Safe House, all you see, the way I see it, is him trying to get up and keep going. Like, if I could just, Training Day, he gets shot, blown to bits. But for me, it was like, if I could just get to the trunk of this car where the big gun is, then all of this is going to be all right. But needless to say, he doesn't make it.
Wow, I just got chills just hearing you say that. Mr. Washington, we're wrapping up. I just want to say, sir, I've been talking to you since I was 18 years old, and you've always gone out of your way to be incredibly kind to me, and you are one of my favorite actors of all time. So for you to have gone out of your way to be kind to some kid who doesn't know what he's doing, sir, it's an absolute honor, man. I really appreciate it.
Anytime.
All right, bless you and your family, sir. I'll hope to see you again soon.
Happy New Year.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.